What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the Crimson Lounge, back at it again with some more Primordials Bounty. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Salutations from the void.
Wow.
Brilliant. Yes, we're back at it again. More Primordials Bounty. This time we have On with us.
I'm alive.
The ritual was completed.
Yes.
Now we need to get Sky back here.
It's not my fault that, we had to sacrifice Sky in order to have the void here.
No.
Have you ever noticed Have you ever noticed how Sky and On are never in the same place at the exact same time?
We're the same person.
I have a theory. It's the Batman theory. Where one of them is actually they're both the same person, but different. It's weird.
I challenge you to explain the few games we were in the same time.
You had two different microphones, two different accounts, two different voices.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, no. But yes, anyways, welcome back On. You have been missed.
I have not been medicated enough to deal with this.
I feel like I doubt that, but okay.
Wait, what's medication?
No,
Wait,
you have been missed. Fucking creep. Yeah, otherwise you would have left Creepah in the captain position at this point.
I mean, he has a point there.
True.
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyways, with that out of the way, shall we go ahead and dive right in?
No.
Well, that was a fun session, guys. Thank you guys for watching.
Cool, I'll defer.
See, we don't dive in, we're pirates. We cannonball in.
I think my vote will go to Sonic because he did an amazing session.
God damn it.
Yeah, it was amazing. I said one thing, session was over.
Alright, roll the outro.
Now, alright. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the recap on, shall we?
Yes.
When last we left our crew, Akane, the half-wood elf Samsari, Zilyana, the succubus witch, Starzin, the Lalafell artificer, Sips, the Slimefolk monk, and Gaines, the goblin fighter, after traveling through the open seas from Silvervein to Windy Hill, fighting a group of pirates that have besieged upon them, thinking that they might be other pirates looking for a hidden treasure down in the watery depths below, capturing the captain, taking the treasure map, diving deep underwater to fight a whole bunch of Sahagins to reclaim the treasure that was lost in a shipwreck, to later then come back up, sail the rest of the way, and finally arrive to the island of Windy Hill. The other name for it, the Island of Giants, which you land in a city called Gethrol, also known as the second city of giants, because the first capital is actually down below. Here, you made a base of operation by sticking to the tavern known as the Tipsy Drake. You found some rumors indicating that some pirates have left some treasure to west of Gethrol, and you also picked up a hunting quest, which you wanted to do some more research before actually going into said hunt beforehand. So you guys have a couple of days to do some research if you want to, because it will take a day for Metra to get all the books lined up and ready, so that we can do the appropriate amount of research needed to investigate the creature that you're wanting to hunt down. In the meantime, I guess the question is, what would you guys like to do? We'll say this is the exact same day when you have arrived to Gethrall. You acquired the hunting posters for the Dopsid, the Lion Drake, and the Thessalmera.
Actually, quite unsure.
By the way, I meant to ask this because because this was one of the projects I was considering getting started on. But how much am I spending on a new marionette for Ember?
New marionette. I'm gonna have to look this one up on the books because they have a set price.
Yeah, I just wanted to get redouble checked on that. I know which one it is. It's the
the one that helps make other puppets. Yeah.
Yeah, the apprentice artisan.
Alright, dear old Geppetto, let's look at the Book of Arcane Puppetry.
I wonder if you can actually be like a Geppetto and actually summon a Pinocchio.
Well, you don't summon one, you create one, and you can control one with ethereal strings, essentially.
I mean, who needs?
Yeah.
I mean, who needs to do that when I can make Geppetto look like an amateur? I can create one and give it life.
I think fair enough. I think you'd be the Blue Fairy and Geppetto all in the same instance.
Geppetto ain't got shit on me. And I'm I'm literally less than half his size. Hashtag Artificer.
Sorry, let me just I'm just going through because the PDF that I'm using for this class, it has a lot of puppets, so it's hard. So I'm just trying to scroll through which one you're trying to look for. It's the Apprentice Artisan, right?
Yeah, it's on page 23.
Okay, so you need at least 100 GP to create this thing.
So just 100 GP, and that covers all the material components.
Yes.
Okay.
Or let's see here, because one of the materials that is required are 2 gemstones.
Uh-huh.
You have some gemstones that you can use for it, so that would subtract it. So subtracting that, we're just gonna say that you just need 75 pieces worth of gemstones, which, if I'm not mistaken, you have plenty of gemstones that are worth 25 GP.
Well, I mean, right now I'm trying, I have enough money to do one to get started at least on one of the projects, and I'm debating if it's this one or the boots.
Never mind. It turns out it only spans from 10 GP to 100 GP worth of gemstones, so never mind on that. So yeah, you will need 2 25 GP gemstones, and so yeah, all of it 100 gold pieces, easy to get in a city.
Now the question is, let's see. I could use what I have now, get materials to start the boots, or I could use it to start the marionettes.
Regardless, I think based off of how we came up with how you're crafting the boots, it would require. So if you have help crafting the puppet, it will take you. Yeah, if you have help, and they go by 25 gem increments every 8 hours. If you have help, that is 2, so that'll be 50. You can get the Marriott done in 2 days, whereas in the boots will take 2.5 days.
Right.
Which I think, if I remember last session, you actually got the materials for the boots at the very end of last session.
Did I?
Yes, because you went into a shop, you asked for some materials, then I was like, oh yeah, some giants came marching down the road.
Okay, yeah, I remember now. So that one is going. So yeah, actually, I could spend. I'll spend 100 to get material for the marionette and also get that one going.
Which we've already come up with the price for it, right? For
the marionette?
No, for the boots.
Yeah, you said it would cost 200 GP.
Right. Going off of the Xanathar price rules for crafting.
And you said the marionette would be 2 days.
If you have assistance from Harvey.
And just by myself?
No, by yourself, it will take you 4 days to do it.
And the 2.5 for the boots is also assuming I have Harvey to help me, right?
No, that is different.
Oh, that's different?
Yes.
Okay. And then 100... GP worth of materials. Okay. That's good. That looks good. Okay. So, yeah, I'll be spending 100 to get materials for that, and since Metro's going to be doing her setting up of the bookshelves for the entire day, I will be spending the day working on project.
Okay. Which project are you working on first?
I will probably spend the entire day working on the marionette.
And all right. Let's see here. Let's get some open ocean music. I would assume you're back on your own ship.
Oh yeah, once I've gotten all materials for like all these projects, I'm immediately going back to the ship and heading into the workshop and just gonna be there for most of the day.
Yeah. So my logic is because a puppet, at least the puppet that you're making, has a lot more intricate parts than the boots that you're making.
Mm-hmm.
Because making a puppet takes a lot of time, dedication, and care, and
well, yeah,
a lot of small pieces. Especially considering this puppet is going to grow when Ember uses her ability to move it around and such.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my reasoning why it would take longer.
Yeah, I mean it's a fair point. I agree.
Right on. All right.
I mean, yeah.
So
I mean, I just wasn't sure and just didn't remember clearly from everything you said before on the boots is the thing.
Yeah.
Just only what was written in the notes we have.
Mm-hmm. So yes, you go ahead and you. Which one are you making first?
The marionette.
Okay, so you're making the marionette. Yeah. Then, would you like to roll your Tinker's Tools to see if you can expedite it?
I can, but what do you mean expedite?
Well, what do you think I mean by expediting it?
Like making it go quicker kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was just a little... Brain is a little all over the place at the moment.. Sorry.
I'm partially
All right.
brain dead.
Oh, I mean, that's beside the point. Okay. Tinker's Tools. Busky. Natural goddamn 20.
You can get this done by... Hang on, I gotta roll for Harvey now. Wait, hold up. Are you asking Harvey for help on this?
I would have asked Harvey for help.
Okay. I gotta roll for him. I swear to God, if he rolls in that 20 as well, I'm gonna be amazed. Let's see here. Tinker's Tools. Oh, they're there. Creepah.
No shot!
Creepah.
No shot, you just rolled it and got a nat 20.
Fine, I won't tell you then.
No shot, he actually did.
He did! Alright, so because of two natural 20s, you managed to get this done in a day.
Wow!
Fuck me!
Well, that was
I'm
easy.
right.
I was gonna say I was thinking like there's no way he's gonna get that 20. You say Creepah, I'm like, no shots.
So, yes, because you guys went at it basically you went at it like a fucking surgeon, and you crafted this puppet in a single day.
Oh my god, just call me Dr. Victor von Frankenstein.
No, fuck that, you are Geppetto.
You are literally Geppetto.
I fucking hate it here.
You like it here.
Anyways, so yeah, do you at least have a design for this puppet that you would like to describe to the audience?
Yes, I actually did.
Alright, well, it's complete. Go for it, I suppose.
Oh my fucking god.
Hey, man, sometimes the luck is always on your... Look, we have already explained that Lady Luck does favor you, but also likes to cock tease you.
No, it's not that. It's also the fact it's like earlier this week I gave someone else my luck when they were doing Magic the Gathering cards, and they got so many rare and god cards. And I was thinking to myself, okay, I just gave away my luck for Sunday. No!
Anyways, go ahead and describe it for you, for the audience.
Fucking hell. Okay. So, from a standpoint, the puppet has very similar designs to mostly at first it would look like a lizard folk, but then you kind of think this looks a little bigger than a lizard folk. This has more in common with an alligator than your average lizard folk to such an extent that it is a bit larger than what would be considered normal. And it has, a straw hat with goggles, a standard like Artificer styled apron with tools on a belt that go around his big ol' waist. Has a set of overalls that are underneath the apron and belt. But yeah.
So yeah, you basically constructed a small alligator man. I know you say big, but like I said
Yeah, I know.
when I described how Sage's ability works, they start off small, but
Yeah.
when the
Yeah, I was trying to.
I'm re-explaining it to the audience. Could you let me do that?
Sorry. I was just trying to say it's sorry. I was trying to think of a way to explain it without.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I interrupted.
So yes, based off of how Ember's ability works. So, I would assume you show this to Ember when you're like, it's done. So yeah, for a reminder how her ability works, essentially she sums out these ethereal strings. They attach onto the puppet, and when that does, it grows to its appropriate size. For the apprentice, let's see here, the apprentice marionette. What is the actual name of this motherfucker? Apprentice artisan marionette. It becomes a medium size when under the control of Ember.
Yep.
All right. So how do you present this to Ember?
Well, first I'm going to carefully just bring it out of the workshop, but making sure it's a little bit hidden, and look around for Ember.
You don't find Ember on the top deck. You would find her in the dining room area, so that way she's out of sight from everybody.
Yep.
As you just see her basically combing the hair of her original doll, which you later find out is the design of it is based off of her deceased mother.
And I would obviously assume Gail's with her.
Gale's actually not with her. He's actually making sure he's actually keeping a guard on the top deck of the ship.
No, fair enough. It's just like, what? Well, I'm going to, as I go below deck, making sure I have the new puppet like behind my, like a bit behind my back, so she doesn't see it just yet.
All right.
I'm just gonna walk up and say, "Hey, Ember, you remember when you were wanting some help with some puppets?"
She turns around and is like, yeah, I remember. It's I haven't really thought of what to make, what I want you to make yet. There's just so many ideas that it's hard to pick just one.
Well, I thought of a good idea to help you learn it while giving you a new doll at the same time.
She turns over to you and waiting to hear what you're about to say.
And as she's just looking out, I pull the doll out and set it on the table and say, "Ta-da!"
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's like a giant lizard person.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking when you originally had the idea and when you originally told me about it, I figured I know that you mentioned also that you hadn't really learned exactly how to do it all. So I figured I'd make a doll that would not only help you learn, but also just give you another companion at the same time.
She goes ahead and first she's like messing with the mouth as just raising up and down to see how the joints work, and she's basically messing around with all the joint contraptions and stuff like that you put in place of this doll. And after she's done with that, she puts it on the ground and summons her spectral strings. It latches on, and before your very eyes, you see your alligator doll grow to a medium-sized creature.
Oh. And as she's doing it, I'm just giving it a quick once over just to make sure everything was working properly.
As you're looking over, she goes ahead and starts manipulating the arms and the legs, basically make it walk back and forth around and wave its arms a little bit, giving it a little bit of a high motion. And the tail moves just as fine as you were constructing it.
Oh, goodness.
Am I the only one that imagines, the Jaden animation penguin meme?
What?
You mean the Club Penguin meme?
Yes. That's all I imagine when she does with the puppet.
I'm still lost.
So there's a Club Penguin emote thing where they dance around and do the. It's, just look it up on Google. You'll find a GIF of it. That's basically what she's saying that the puppet is doing right now, and I honestly kind of like it. So I'm gonna say it's canon.
Okay. Club Penguin emote meme. Okay. I get it. I don't get it.
Well, what the fuck did you are you sure you found it?
Well, I found A. Yeah. Oh, Liz found it and posted it. Okay.
How to fucking say?
Look. I found a different one.
I think you posted in the wrong chat, but yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
As you're going around, as you see your alligator puppet dancing that way. Oh Christ. After a bit, after you're done looking at it, Ember drops the strings and the puppet shrinks down to its original size, and Ember basically comes up and gives you a big ol' hug.
I just give her, as she's hugging, I just give her a pat on the head. And just say, I'm glad you like it.
Yes, it's wonderful. I can't wait to help you make more puppets with it.
Well, I'm sure we'll make plenty of puppets. But when you get an idea for a neat one, you be sure to let me know.
Okay. As she runs over back to the alligator puppet and basically starts somewhat playing with it like a kid would with a regular doll.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a moment where she puts it on the table, brings up her other doll, and it's like, "Look, Mom, look what one of my friends made me."
Oh, my heart can't take it. She's too cute.
I'm just smiling ear to ear right now.
Smug bastard.
You damn straight. You better believe it. So, with that being said, and that would be your entire thing, right?
Yeah, that was gonna be like the entire day.
Alright. Moving on to Akane, is there anything you would like to do before the end of today?
Well, before the end of the day, I would like to buy some clay and pottery supplies.
Okay, then. I don't think I have a thing for clay, but if I had to guess, like, probably... Well, actually, do I have a thing for clay? Let's see here. Oh, I know I have a thing for pottery. It should be in general, in the general store. Let's see here. Brewer, carpenter, cooking, maybe. Would mason tools count? Or
Mm-hmm.
Potter's tools for pottery, at least.
pottery, supply, D&D, 5e. Alright, so pottery tools is 10 gold pieces to get.
Alright.
I'm pretty
sure my dear companion already has pottery tools, considering it's a hobby of his.
He does not know. When he was enslaved by the goblins, pretty much all of his stuff except for his warhammer and shield and the clothes that are on his back is the only thing that he has.
Well, I shall get him pottery tools.
And let's see here.
And some nice clay.
Clay, D&D, 5e. I don't think clay is an actual thing that you can buy, but if I had to guess, like, you can probably get like 1 pound of clay for like a copper, I think.
Okay, cool. I can do that.
Oh, hey, Joe. Quick question.
Yep.
For a completed project, do you want me to just remove it from the workshop?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, how much was the clay again?
1 silver piece, or no, sorry, 1 copper piece.
Okay. There we go.
If I find something that changes that, I'll do it appropriately. But for right now, we'll just say 1 pound of clay is a copper. I don't imagine it being that expensive.
Okay. I'll proceed to give that stuff, actually give the items and the clay to dear companion.
Which is?
Veracus.
Okay. So, you go ahead and you go to the general store, you buy the clay and the pottery, and you make your way back to the ship, where Veracus is basically down in the dining room area as well, just basically playing some solitaire by himself, as everybody else has essentially left to go explore the city of Githrol. And, yeah, you go ahead and take it away.
I proceed to set down the pottery stuff, and pretty much just keep the clay in my hands at the moment, because I don't want to interrupt solitaire.
Veracus sees you walk up and place down the pottery supplies, and he looks up at you. It's like, well, what's this?
It's for you.
Oh. As he goes ahead and picks up the supplies and looks at the many tools that are necessary for making certain types of pottery, he was like, this is nice. And
I also have clay.
Do you also slap that down on the table?
No, I'm carrying it. I am not interrupting solitaire.
As you present the clay, he uses bending to basically levitate the clay out of your hand.
And I just kind of watch in awe.
Why? You do the exact same thing with water.
I know, but this is different than me doing it with water.
Not really.
Let me be in awe,
really.
damn it.
Not really.
Not really.
I know, but just let me be in awe. He's amazing.
If it makes sense, we'll let you. Anyways, so he sees this and is like, "This is all for me."
Yes.
Huh. Thank you, Akane. I'll make sure to make good use out of all this. As he goes ahead and packs up his game of solitaire and basically unpacks the pottery tools. And he gives it a try. He starts using the materials to make a small pot.
I'm kind of just watching and in pure interest.
Alright.
Eventually, I'm going to leave to go to do some training, my mobility training.
Alright. Before you leave...
After he finishes, of course.
So, yeah, after a good, 20 or 30 minutes or so, after putting everything together and starts molding the clay to make the appropriate shape, he produces basically a flower vase. A flower vase that it's your basic bare bones. There's nothing really intricate about it quite just yet, but he goes ahead and presents it to you. This unique ornate clay vase.
It's so pretty.
Well, I feel like it would do much better if it had some paint on it, had some designs on it as well. Maybe you can give a crack at it and use it as an art medium.
I could definitely try. Painting tools. 25.
Alright, so you go ahead, mark off one of your units of paint.
Okay.
So you go ahead and you, giving it a couple of minutes to dry off after a bit, you quickly go to painting on it and you start, actually describe how you paint this vase. What do you do to it?
Well, depending on how the flower is, what kind of flower is it?
There's no...
Is it like a tulip flower? Is it like a rose-like flower? Is it like a daisy?
Liz, there's no flower in the vase.
I know. You said the flower was on the vase.
No, I said it was a flower vase, where you put a flower in the vase for it.
Oh.
Yeah, he meant that as the type of vase it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not that there was actual design on it.
Oh, okay. I would actually paint flowers and around the bottom of...
What kind of flowers, Liz? Is it a rose, a tulip, a daisy?
It's obviously a flower, Jim.
Oh...
My soul is just shattered.
I would actually do purple tulips.
What the fuck?
And around the bottom, it would be a darker purple.
Purple tulip.
I'm happy I can control my laughter. I'd be having a coughing fit.
What's wrong with the purple tulip?
No, it's just in general the whole thing.
So,
because
I'm romancing an NPC.
Trying to.
I just have a problem if people start laughing. I start to laugh, so that's why.
Oh, so I started it.
So yes, you go ahead and you start decorating the vase. You make these these symmetrical purple tulips around the top, and you start forming a basic gradient down below from a dark purple upwards, so that way it meshes well with the vase's design, and it comes out pretty great. If you had to take a guess, if you were to sell this to anybody, it would probably be worth around 25 gold pieces.
That is completely up to my dear companion.
Well, you go ahead and you hand it back, and he's definitely impressed by your artistic skills. As he's like, this looks lovely. Huh.
Thank you.
Maybe we can find a place to put it somewhere. As a reminder, as a on-board medic, you do have yourself an office.
I could put it in my office.
Well, alright then. Make sure... Well, I'll come by every day to admire it. The handiwork that we've created.
Yes. I hope we could make more in the future.
I would love that.
And after I go to training.
Alright. Go ahead and roll me your dexterity.
Okay.
Or,
Come on.
not dexterity, acrobatics.
Why is it not working?
Because you suck.
That is the wrong thing.
To be fair, you rolled that before I said acrobatics. But that doesn't matter.
That's an 8.
Yeah, it does not matter with an 8. Unfortunately,
My head is too full of lovely thoughts.
Yeah, you're getting a little bit distracted. You're trying to... You're not really feeling up to working on your mobile feat for today. And that's all you do. So, moving on down the line to our dear captain.
I'm a captain.
You're in the island of Windy Hill, the city of Gethrol. What do you do?
I will go probably there's a bar, right?
There's a bar.
I had to ask.
Yeah, the bar that there are 3 bars, but one of them you basically establish as basically your headquarters, except for, your boat.
Base camp for the island.
Yeah, base camp for the island is known as the Tipsy Drake.
Understood.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you head over to the Tipsy Drake. The sign is basically of a dragon, or a drake on all fours, like, with opposite legs, like, up in the air, looking like it's drunk, while it's holding a mug of ale in its tail. And when you walk in, you know why they call it the Tipsy Drake, because on the bar table, next to the bartender, you actually see a fat green drake with a mug of ale, holding it with its tail.
Alright. I would... Everyone else is this kind of basically like a leisure moment for all of us to do what we want to do?
I mean, feel free to do whatever you want.
Okay, because I don't really know what else to do. Seems like everyone's got some special stuff planned and all that they're doing. I don't really know. I would like to go drinking and kind of like having a blast. Just kind of like partying with people if people are in a good mood. If not, I'll help them get in a good mood, I guess.
So you're getting drunk then?
Yes, but I'll pay for other people's drinks too. Not like everyone gets whatever they want. More like everyone gets like one drink.
Okay, so you put a round for everybody. A round for everybody.
Yep.
Go ahead and subtract like a gold piece from your person for giving everybody a round of drinks.
All right.
After which, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Oh boy. Okay. 27.
27. Alright, we'll lock that number in for later. While you're around here, because you're in a tavern, there's a new mechanic here, where you essentially can suss out rumors if you want to.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. Not the best for those, but maybe I'll roll kind of okay. Doubtful though. That's an 18.
That's pretty good, honestly.
That's pretty
Okay,
good.
what's a good rumor for you? I know
The
one.
Duchess is sleeping with an imp.
Not that kind of rumor. So you go ahead. So as you're basically having a good time partying, drinking with the other people, you hear the sound of other people at the other end of the table. Just essentially is like, did you hear about this? Did you hear about the fabled wandering tomb? The doorway has appeared on this island. It's like, the wandering tomb? Again? Could have sworn that it was here last week. And it's like, no, that was a month ago. Yeah, I heard it popped up near Drumlin. Well, here's to the lucky or unlucky bloke that decides to go into the wandering tomb. As they clink their glasses together and down a mug of ale.
Alright. I will continue drinking along and listening for anything else.
So I'm going to go ahead and put the ring down to where you've heard about the location of the Wandering Tomb.
I even put it in a little notes thing for once.
Everybody give this man a round of applause.
I know. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for once I wrote something down.
Here's a really thin napkin.
Here's 100 napkins blown by the wind.
Let's see here.
Dust in the wind. Okay.
And as you continue your night partying, let's go ahead and move on to Sips.
Oh God.
Sips, what would you like to do?
I have no fucking clue what I would like to do. Maybe you?
Okay. What happens when Sips has
Can you
nothing
roll
planned?
Okay.
Can you
okay.
roll persuasion to seduce the DM?
No, I don't
My
want
God.
to use the DM. Honestly, I think Sips just kind of wants to relax in the tavern.
Okay. As you're given a... So are you staying till drunk or no?
No, I'm not gonna stay. I think she's just gonna take today off, and she's gonna like just kind of drink like casually, but not like to get drunk. So she's gonna be responsible. Once she feels a buzz, she's gonna go to her room and probably clean up her weapons, and that's gonna be her day. Really simple, I know, but yeah, it's a nothing day.
Alright, that's fine. Let's see here. I guess with that being said, the end of the day comes around. Let's see here. Let's see what you rolled.
Yay. Oh boy.
Oh, I love this one. Alright. As you all wake up, as you all begin to wake up, well, except for Zilyana, we'll get to you in a minute, you see a person walk up to your... Actually, Starzin, you actually know this person. He was the one that runs the bar at the Tipsy Drake, as he makes his way over to the docks and asks, is like, "Hello, I'm looking for the captain or the first mate, I suppose, or any of the crew."
I walk up.
Oh, it's you. Perfect. Yeah, I have one of your companions over at my establishment. I'm gonna need you to help take her back.
I'm just raising an eyebrow and saying, okay, let's see how bad this is.
You walk into the tavern, and you see that... Hang on. You know what? Akane, pick a color.
Blue.
You walk into the tavern, and you see Zilyana passed out drunk, with like, basically in a very precarious state. But her skin is all blue. As you see, all over the tables and walls are blue-colored stains.
What have I done?
So essentially what happened was... And the barkeeper goes ahead and explains, like, so essentially someone seen her walk out. I was locking up the place. Then, the next so apparently she was walking towards the dye market. And she came back covered in blue dye, broke into my tavern, and just slept here.
I want to murmur in my sleep, so it's like, this shade of blue looks nice. Just rolls over on the table, just like, blue.
So because of that, your clothes are stained blue, your face is stained, your body is stained blue, your hair is definitely stained blue. You look like you're part of the Blue Man group.
Starzin, upon hearing this and seeing this, just slowly raises his arm to his metal arm to his face and pinches the bridge of his nose. But he does it in such a slow matter of, like, I have not had enough of anything to deal with this just yet. And yet here I am.
So, because of the break-in and stuff like that, he is asking for a fine of 10 gold pieces to fix all this.
Can I fish it from
I was about to say, you can take it from my pocket. I'm okay with this.
Well, alright, there you go.
I'm okay if you take it from my pocket. I'm probably out cold.
And then I'm gonna walk up to Zil and like see if she's capable of getting up.
Am I capable of getting up, or am I just gonna dream of blue?
Roll me a Constitution saving throw. How hungover are you, I wonder?
Good thing I have a 5 of con modifier, but oh boy, that may not save me. Con saving throw. How low can you go? That's a 10.
That is indeed a 10. You have a bit of a hangover. You can walk, but it won't feel good for a bit.
I was wake up. Can someone carry me? I don't want to feel too good.
Starzin is again just gonna sigh loudly.
You can drag me if you want. I like that sometimes. Pull me by the hair if you really want to.
Can okay, I know I'm a size small, but could I still potentially sling her over my shoulder with my metal arm?
Sure. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and say you can.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm doing that, and I'm just carrying her back to the ship throughout town, just with the just the single face, like just
why me?
hand face.
Why
you're
me?
basically dragging her, leaving a blue trail across the road.
Oh, is the dye still kind of like not solidified and wet a little bit still, so it just leaves a trail?
Oh, I was just doing it for the funny factor.
Oh, I mean,
So yes.
still funny.
So, yeah, eventually you make it back to the boat. And I would assume that you try to wash yourself off.
I would take the most dedicated bath to get the blue off.
Yeah.
Though I might leave a little bit in my hair, just for it might look actually kind of cool. I'll wait till it fades out.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty much what I end up doing is that I carry her all the way to the ship, and then just go into the captain's quarters, go into the bathroom, and just throw her in the tub. And say, Captain, clean yourself.
So after a bit, you
And
go
just
ahead.
walk out.
Yeah, after a bit, you go ahead and you wash yourself, you clean your clothes. Like, the dye comes off the clothes just fine. After a bit of scrubbing and dedication, it's your skin that's basically blue. Like, you're trying to scrub it off, you're getting most of it, but it's just so stained into your skin, it'll take a day or so to get it fully off. As you are now blue, that will last for 1 day.
I'm blue.
So,
Dama.
Because I
Hey,
carry her,
Sips,
do I
we're
have
twins.
some of the dye? Do I have some of the dye on me and need to clean?
I mean, no, not really.
No, I'm good.
You're fine. Alright.
Okay.
So yes, as you all basically wake up, actually it brings me an interesting question. Sips?
Yeah?
Do you want to change your color?
What colors do I have again?
You have fire, which is red, poison, which is
no.
purple, acid, which is green, lightning, which is yellow, and I think that's it.
You know what? Did I hear that the insect creature is poisonous?
You are correct, yes.
I'm gonna change my color to purple. Or green, whichever one's poison, right?
Yeah. Purple
Yeah,
purple is
Purple's
poison.
poison.
Purple poison.
Green is acid.
Purple poison, baby.
Alright. So yes, as you go ahead and you change your color, which does subtract some of your gold for changing colors, right?
I think it was your judgment.
No, because that's an actual part of your race.
Yeah, so how much did it cost?
Well, look at your character sheet. It should be there, shouldn't it?
Got a quick
Fine.
question. He took 10 gold to pay the thing, right?
Correct.
Okay. This is fun. My gold amount's now 222. I win.
Consuming 50 gold pieces worth of arcane material components. I don't have 50 gold pieces, so I'm gonna stay blue.
What if I gave you?
Unless you gave it to me.
I will give you 50 gold.
Okay, can you pay the 50 gold pieces so I can turn into purple?
Yeah. Hold on, let me actually do math real fast. I'm too lazy. Calculator, where are you?
Maybe that's why you're covered in blue.
You went off to go get the fucking ingredients to make purple.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's amazing.
I got too much blue.
Got some blue.
Now you just need somebody who's red, and there you go. You got purple.
Okay, 172. Okay. I pay for the stuff.
She like yellow? No, he doesn't like yellow.
Blue and yellow, no.
Let's see.
Ow. Lungs.
Alright, so you go ahead and you transmogrify your body to give yourself resistance to poison and also give you the poison spray cantrip. There we go. Alright, so as that happens, Metra comes up to everybody that's on the ship, informs that the bestiary books are up and ready for you guys to research at your leisure if you want to. And yeah, I guess so. The question is who is going off researching about the Dopsid, or I guess or any of the other creatures if you wanted to.
I mean,
I
I was going to dedicate research. So
Okay. Akane, you said you also wanted to?
Yes.
Okay.
So do we want a third person to do it to split the creature among three? Split three creatures to one?
I could help.
Okay.
Alright, so who wants to research what?
I'll do the Chimera.
Thessalmera.
Tesselmera.
Okay. So that leaves the Lion Drake and the Dopsid.
I'll take the last pick, whatever's left.
Alright, I'll take the Dopsid, you can take the Lion Drake.
Alright.
Alright, everybody, go ahead and roll me a investigation check.
Investigation.
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 And
There it
I
is.
rolled a
Another
9.
nat 20! Is this
I-
shit broken?
I rolled a
Natural
21.
3.
why did you didn't say you were going to research?
Who?
You did, well, you did say
No.
everybody.
You did say everybody.
Well, I mean the ones that are going to research.
Oh.
Clyde doesn't understand when you don't specify. You
You
should know this.
You should say those who are going to research, then, not everybody. Hold on.
Why would I say for you to add you in? Why would you think to add yourself into the
You
equation
know,
if
you
you were
said
planning
everyone
if you weren't
roll
planning on going to research?
Everyone roll.
It's okay, it's
Yeah,
Sonic
because they're
logic.
the one who asked for research.
It's Sonic logic.
Don't
Christ.
question it.
I don't question the GM. I just roll when they say roll, dude.
God damn it. Alright, because you guys are researching in the research quarters, you get a +2 bonus to your investigation checks.
Oh boy.
So, Akane,
That's an 11.
yeah, Akane, that'll be an 11 for you, a natural 20, which will be a 29 for Starzin, and a 23 for Zilyana. So, let's go ahead and get the Thessalmera out of the way. Let me go ahead and get the research off of that real fast. Motherfucker. Thessalmera. Okay. So, Thessalmaris are essentially a cross between a Thessal Hydra and a winged Chimera.
Interesting.
Yeah. Essentially, they have 8 serpent heads that surrounds the nape of the lion's head in a circular fashion. Thessalmaris are basically rapacious?
Rapacious?
Rapacious.
That's a word.
Yeah,
I don't feel
that's
like trying to know.
Yeah, I'm not going to act smart.
Rapacious.
I don't know what that word is.
Rapacious carnivores. It is a stealthy... So yeah, they are known for being stealthy predators and use the cover of night to hunt. It picks areas to stalk where there is little or no threat, such as a small village, a hamlet, devouring the occasion humanoid as it searches for preferred predators, such as livestock, especially horses and cows.
Oh dear.
Because of the fact that they have several heads, their heads contain poison with inside of them. The snake heads contain poison with inside of them. Basically, all clashing down on the preferred target, killing it with poison for the lion head to tear it apart from the middle, and the dragon head either torching it or chopping it down as well. Something of also note is that they have a tail that they have a pincer for a tail, and primarily use it to grapple creatures from a 10-foot distance.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all you get from that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So moving on down the line to Zilyana, you are looking up the Lion Drake.
Alright. Let me be prepared. They could then. I'm gonna start doing that more often now.
Alright, so the Lion Drake.
Alright.
Is a solitary territorial predator with a very long neck and wings of a brass dragon and the head and body of a lion, including the luxurious manes on male lion drakes. Sometimes known as a dragoness, lion drakes rely on their ferocity and their frightful roar to overcome prey and drive off rivals. You understand that these creatures have a very fearsome bite that can when bitten, can drive a creature to go, basically pin a creature down to the ground, of those of medium size or smaller. And once they latch on, it's hard to bust out of a grip of a lion. Or sorry, I got that wrong. Reading the wrong thing. They're very strong when they pounce and knock you down with their bite. Basically, it's something equivalent of getting kicked to the chest from a horse kick, essentially.
Okay.
The claws are quite sharp, but the main thing that makes them the most feared creature is their roar, which can be heard up to 300 feet, and any creature that's within 30 feet of it can become frightened of this creature for a good couple of minutes. But if they are if they have very will of mind, they can be paralyzed by this creature. Because the roar is just so terrifying to them that they just freeze up in place.
I see.
They have very good passive perception. They have very good passive perception due to their feline ears, essentially. And they also have they can also fly up in the air and do stuff like that. That's basically the basic information that you got from that, unfortunately.
Alright. Not too much bad of information for 2023. You added 2. Not too bad.
Yeah. Now, going down to Starzin with your natural 20. The Dopsid.
Yep.
The Dopsids are highly intelligent bug-like aberrations. They are semi-social and dig their small communal homes in intricate tunnels, complexed in forests and grasslands, not far from civilized lands. They hunt and ambush predators, burying themselves in loose soil to lash onto unsuspected prey. They also reproduce this way. Captured humanoids are injected with magical venom that eventually... oh, shit. Magical venom that eventually transformed the envenomed into another Dopsid. In the meantime, those infected live their short lives as the eyes and ears of these strange creatures.
Okay, then.
I mean...
I don't want to fight it anymore.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of nope.
So, a Dopsid often co-opts the senses of the envenomed creature to observe humanoid culture and interaction. The Dopsid will shadow the human close enough to remain in a telepathic contact and observe what goes on around it. Useful information is taken back and shared with the colony, adding to their collective knowledge. However, I will say, you do know that the hunter would have said that they've only seen one. And if there were more, they would have stated otherwise.
Wonderful.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is wonderful. You're not dealing with a whole fucking colony of them.
Still don't like what they can do. Terrifying.
Well, speaking of their venom, Dopsid produces a potent poison that envelops the humanoid victims and slowly transform into a new Dopsid while the humanoid are poisoned, they are charmed by them. Every 24 hours that elapses, the envenomed creature must try and ignore the poison, but if they fail, they take damage to their permanent health, essentially. Reduces their max HP.
Permanently?
Well, it's not permanent. The reduction lasts until the creature finishes a long rest after the venom is removed. So it's not permanent.
Okay.
But if the creature dies, they become a Dopsid.
Okay.
That's the terrifying part.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But what makes it even more terrifying is this potent poison remains within the creature's body until they are removed by greater restoration.
Even more reason for a nope.
Yeah. No.
I'm glad we did research before.
Yes.
I told you this one was gonna be a hard one.
I know.
Look. If it was gonna kick our asses, that would have been one thing. But I'm not signing up to fight a xenomorph at level 5.
Hey, just don't get stung, forehead.
Just don't get stung, forehead.
I will unplug my computer.
It's okay. The one that's gonna get stung is gonna be Sips.
Oh,
We all
No.
know this.
How would that even work?
Because the fact that she is resistant to poison, that means she will have advantage on rolling against the poison.
Otherwise, we'd probably just see bits and pieces of Adopsid just gestating in her.
You just
Can you imagine a slime Dobson?
and Sips is just sitting there being like, "It's my baby."
Can you imagine a slime Dobson?
God.
This is how the world ends.
I hate everything.
Actually, this brings up a very interesting question. How would that work for Sips?
That's what I was saying.
Well,
Like, how does this work with
I
Sips?
think Sips would survive the process, but would treat the Dopsid as a baby, like her baby.
God.
No. They don't you become them.
That's their
I become
reproduction,
it?
as you would become it.
How would that work? Wait, how would maybe I become the Dopsid, so that means my body would start like forming into the form of Dopsid and like and the slime would be hardening into scales.
I think your genetic makeup would just kill you outright. But yeah, that's essentially the research that you've gotten from looking up the Dopsid.
Yeah,
I
that's
say
a
we
whole
fight the
bunch of
Dopsid. I say we fight the Dopsid.
I don't want to. I'm scared. Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and show everybody what the creatures are again.
Look, the poison charming us I could have lived with, because that would have been challenging enough. But a poison that turns us into him, reduces max HP, and can only be taken away with a greater restoration. That is a whole bunch of nope.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Shut the fuck
Smug.
We're all Dopsids here.
We're all Dopsid here.
Part of the Dopsid, part of the hive.
Dopsid part of the hive.
God help the hive,
so-
that hive that has me.
Alright, so what's your plan here?
The lion drake doesn't sound too bad,
Neither does.
but it can fly, and I don't like flying in any game.
Neither does the Primera. Although we might have to stay 10 feet away from it.
Say it with me now. Vessel. Liz, Vessel.
Vessel?
Mara.
Vessel Mara?
There you go.
Chimera. I had to be the dumb shit for like a minute. Please do it.
God, I wish.
That
Alright,
bitch
so,
too.
alright. Fucking roleplay it up. Speak.
Vessel Mara doesn't sound so bad. Although we're going to have to stay 10 feet away from it because of poison.
That's easy for me to do. I'm usually further away from things. Neither does the lion drink though. The main thing we have to worry about is the roar. And
Us.
that can go anywhere. That can go up to 300 feet away, I believe.
The roar can be as loud as 300 feet, but anybody within 30 feet of it.
Oh, the
gets
effective range is 30 feet?
Yes.
Oh, so it's like we can hear it 300 feet away, but we can feel the effects 30 feet. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, change words. It's like, but we might want to stay further than 30 feet away is we could, in some cases, people have ran away in fear or even been stuck, paralyzed in spot due to fear.
Oh, those sound much more preferable compared to the Dobson.
Have you already told us in character what it does? Because I kind of want to be like, so what does that do?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so what does that do?
So, what
Sorry,
have you discovered about the Dobson?
I'm laughing out of character.
Well, there's more to it than it being an insect that has a poison that can charm.
Really?
A whole lot more, and none of it looks pleasant.
How so?
Well, first off, it's an ambush predator. Right?
Yeah, it's an ambush predator.
And it ambushes by being underground. Right?
Yes.
Yep.
Gotta be confident with what you're saying here. I can't keep saying yes every time.
Sorry.
Yes.
I was just trying to make sure I had that information correct. So, yeah, this is an ambush predator that can strike from the ground and attempt to poison us while it does it. The problem that I have so far found is the poison. There's more to the poison.
What is more to that poison?
The long and short of it is, it turns you into a Dobson.
Oh dear.
Amazing.
I don't think that's ideal.
Well, it doesn't do it right away. There's a process to it, but the problem with the process is that it can be heavily, well, what's the word? Debilitating. And getting it cured would be expensive.
Yikes.
So far from the research I've seen is that over time it'll debilitate you, affecting your overall health. So basically it tries to kill you. It'll try to kill you over time. And then when it kills you, you become one. They can also use the venom inside you to use you as effectively as eyes and ears. In other words, what you see and hear, they see and hear.
We are Dobson. Dum 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 dum.
And so far, the only way I'm seeing to cure it, we'd have to have someone who knows the spell Greater Restoration, or we'd have to have enough money to cover the cost of getting it cured.
I don't believe we have that yet.
No, we probably wouldn't. I know enough about clerics to know that they do that it is something that they can do, but I believe Jem has said that is ways away from her capabilities, at least for now. So our only option in that department would be to pay for the service, which that would cost us quite a bit.
Yeah.
And that's assuming it's just one of us.
If there's more than one of us, then
The price goes up much more quickly. So, we have plenty to deal with here. I don't know about you two, but the Dobson. Originally, I was thinking the Dobson may not have been such an issue, but the way I'm looking at it, if we try to go for that one, we may be in over our heads, especially if we're not careful.
yes.
I would say definitely avoid the Dobson until if we're gonna do all of these, at least save that for last so we might be more prepared.
Whether or not we do all of these is kind of
Probably.
is going to be mostly up to you, Cap.
Oh. Wait a minute. What? Oh, that was a different spell. I looked it up in my handy-dandy book of cities and wilds. A greater restoration, if you go to a temple, would cost you 450 gold pieces.
Yeah, but that's still quite a bit.
And
I mean, that's fair, I suppose, but you guys have a lot of money.
true, still expensive, but
Yeah, and if multiple of us get caught with it, then that's easily gonna turn into the whole to the bounty reward at that point.
Well, if we look at the price, if you bring in the 7 people, and you divide the money up by the 7 of you, you all should get 578 gold pieces.
Yeah, so it looks like one of us would probably have to come close to giving up a good chunk of their pay, depending on who gets poisoned.
I'm beginning to question, what did I had to use to heal you guys when it was just sips and gains?
I do believe you probably had to use something akin to Greater Restoration or stronger.
I think I had to use Regenerate.
Nah, maybe. I think that's what it was, because I know Gaines had ribs and Sips had organ damage. So that sounds right. That sounds about right.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I guess I had it at, like, dear good lord, I think I had that way too expensive because Greater Restoration is a 5th level spell.
Uh-huh.
And if I remember correctly, I think I had, like, over 5,000 GP.
At one point.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. I remember at one point it was well over a couple thousand. And it was like, yeah.
Alright. So I might need to change that up then. Probably reduce it down to... I'll probably say 600 GP for a 6th level heal spell, something akin to that.
Yeah, but I think the point we're all still getting at is that even if it's 400, 450 for Greater Restoration to get rid of the poison, that's still a pretty penny.
I mean, it's a pretty penny, but you never know what's going to happen.
Bless me.
But it is ultimately your guys' decision, so what is the major consensus on this?
Well, Captain, what are your thoughts?
Yes. What are your
I-
thoughts, Captain?
If everyone's up for it, I wouldn't mind taking on all three, but I would like to do the Dopsid last, and also get better prepared. I think we could fight the other two, but it would take more preparation to fight the Dopsid.
Well, that's
Hey.
if they're there.
Yeah, that's if. But I'm saying, like, we could fight...
Pick,
Well, if
pick
that would
one.
be the case.
Pick one. Okay. I think the best case would probably be the Thessalmera, I believe, because you mentioned it had its main thing is we need to stay at least 10 feet away from it.
Mm-hmm. We have to stay 10 feet away from it. It hunts during the night, and it's an ambush creature, if I'm correct. I can't remember.
So if we
Ambush
try
predator.
if we try to attack it during the day, we might get the jump on it. Maybe.
Yes. Maybe.
I think that's a good idea. I think the Thessalmera is a good target.
All right, so that's the one we want to prioritize.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I think that's a good target for now, especially since it'll give us a pretty at least a good payday if we manage to get it. Not nearly as much as the Dopsid, but at least it'll be a little bit less dangerous.
Damn.
Hmm.
would have loved it if you actually if you actually went after the Dopsid, but fair enough, I suppose.
Yeah, the research and the well enough roll, especially that Creepah did it, seem that hearing all the stuff it does, I'm sitting here like, no.
That's
It's-
a hair too risky.
Yes.
might be fun. That's what I was saying. If we had the time to actually go back and prepare, like after a few fights, if it's still there, sure, I wouldn't say it's a bad idea. We'd get money
Well,
from the other two fights to prepare for that. But
Yeah, but we'd have to prepare for that and really go in smart if we wanted to take the Dopsid.
yes,
Because with the poison, the poison's already a massive risk factor, and the fact that it hides underground puts us at a major disadvantage from the get-go.
yeah. This will mirror it.
This is where it is.
Alrighty then. So as you go ahead and you put the books back up and inform Metra about the about what you guys are after, yeah, I guess that's it for your research. Sips, while they were off researching, what would have you done?
While they were off research, I would have been practicing blade. Nimble training.
Can you do me a favor and can you adjust your mic? You're a bit muffled.
Am I a bit muffled?
Yes.
It's a new mic. I'm trying it. If it doesn't work out, then yeah, I'm sorry. I can take it out.
We'll mess with it after break.
Okay. But I will be practicing my nimble training.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me your acrobatics.
Cool. Acrobatic. Boom. 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 I want you in my room. 20.
Alrighty then. Give me 1 second. Alright. So, 20 with your thing. That is definitely a success. Putting it down on the board.
Awesome. So that's what I'm doing. While they are learning about the enemy, I am learning about myself.
As you begin to start training to be more nimble based off of your understanding of what you were originally going to fight, you begin to train and prepare yourself for the upcoming battle. But eventually, the crew, after the rest of your party, after they are finished researching and they make their way out of the wizard's quarters to go find you and update you on the new plan.
The new plan.tm.
So the question is, do you explain everything you've researched to Sips?
For me, yes. You're asking, I just spaced out your meaning for me, correct?
Yes, if you're explaining everything to Sips about the Dopsid, the Thessalmera, the Lion.
I 100% would, yes.
Alright.
It would be wrong to not share that information.
So yeah, Sips, you find out you're no longer hunting the Dopsid, you're actually hunting the Thessalmera now, which still has poison, so there might be a use for your poison ability, for you being resistant to poison after all.
Oh yeah. Everyone now sees that Sippy's purple too. Great.
I think Starzin probably would have noticed early in the morning, considering he had to go drag Zilyana.
Oh wow, Sips, you are purple now.
I don't like the sound of that oh whoa I heard.
Alright.
Well, that's just too fucking bad.
Alright, so is there anything you guys would like to do before setting out to go hunt this Dopsid? Or not Dopsid, the Thessalmera.
I would like to do my exercises. 21. Finally.
That is a success, so yeah.
Woo! Also, have we long rested or short rested?
Yeah, it's a new day, so yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so Akane, you need one more success to be able to get one more success and a level up in order for you to get the feat.
Alright.
I would be going around checking with, assuming anybody has come back to the ship, I'd be checking to see if they've heard anything or anything they found.
So far, everybody made their way back to the ship because why bother renting an inn if you have free lodging on your ship?
Mm-hmm.
Understandable.
As for if they found anything, they've only found what you found, and essentially that hidden treasure trove, that hidden treasure that was buried due west of Githral, and also about this thing that's called like the traveling tomb.
Oh yeah, I would have shared that with them too. Forgot about that.
All right, so nothing new in terms of information.
No, not really. However, they do ask, like, while you guys, depending on when you guys are leaving to go hunt your target, the Thessalmera, who would you like to send off to go get this treasure?
Are we taking anyone with us? I forgot who.
Yeah, we didn't really say who to take because that has something that reached conversation. But out of session, I did consider who to take.
Who was your ideas to take with us?
I think the major ideas we were considering was to bring Jade, and I know Jade was one of the ones I was considering. I can't remember who the other one was right off the top of my head.
Metra.
Was it Metra? Was it Metra?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jade and Metra were the ones we were considering that were my thoughts to bring.
Yeah, I can see that being fine.
Well, I would hope so. You're the one who agreed.
Yep. Wait. Oh yeah. I'm remembering now.
Oh yeah.
It's been a while since we made that agreement, and I forgot. I've been sleepy and slept since then. So to go hunt for the thing, where's the list of people? Like, I don't remember people well. Like, our list of people who we could send.
Alright, so if you go over... Oh, because there was a lot of people that have been talking in Primordial's Bounty, god damn it! If we scroll up...
Okay. Rolling up.
For the Discord, I think we should pin the character sheets.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea to pin character sheets.
Alright. Gotta scroll a lot of... So for the people that you have on board right now that are pretty much available, you have Gale. He can go out. Okay, so yeah, you have Gale, Harvey, Harley, Javnung, Varakis, which it might be a bit complicated depending. Jim, Shockreus. I think that... Oh, and Iris.
You dare forget to mention the rogue? No, I guess that's actually a good thing. Rogues are sneaky. They escaped your mind!
I was gonna say, what if we sent Shockreus and Iris together?
You just want the two of them?
Can we send more? I didn't realize we could send...
It's your crew. Send whoever you want.
Ooh, okay. Can we send everyone?
Would recommend keeping Gale and Varakis on the ship at least.
True.
I guess the other question is who's going to start your side business?
Oh, who was the one that we said would probably be the most likely to do it? Iris?
Iris.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep her on the ship, and then one of the beefy boys to be like guarding. One of the beefy ones. Yeah. I'll go with the idea of the other person that Creepah mentioned. I don't know his name. What was it? Varakis. We can have Varakis and Iris stay on the ship, and Iris can do the side job, and also sneak in the background and be like, "Hey, you doing your stuff?" But yeah, those two can stay on the ship. The rest can go adventure.
Okay. So 6 of your crew will be heading off. 6 of your crew will be heading off to go investigate this treasure. Iris and Varakis will be staying on the ship to do your side business. While yeah, Jade and Metra will be coming with you to go hunt the Thessalmira.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. Well, in that case, then, with that plan set up, I guess this would be a good place for us to take a bit of a break.
All right.
All right.
All right. So, yes, we will be right back in a moment. Talk to you guys soon. And we're back.
Yay.
Wait, we were gone?
We took a break.
Woo!
Through the magic of video editing, we were never gone.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got M&Ms.
I got a pizza.
Through the magic of video editing, I have went to the moon and back. Watch. Hey, no diggity. Insert thing of like just my character blasting off to the moon and going over it in the back.
Editor, put a green screen car crash.
Hey, editor, ignore all those things because I'm not gonna fucking do them.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, come on! It would be hilarious.
No. Fuck you. If you want to do it, hey, if you want to be the editor, go for it.
Hey,
No,
Bill,
thank you.
You wouldn't want
as my
that.
editor, can you put in like an image of like Sips, like just going up from the beginning of that? Just
Anyways,
horribly edited.
Okay, going back to things that are happening. You guys got done researching. You set up teams to go take care of the treasure that you know from rumors that is located west of Gethrol, and you are bringing both Jade and Metra with you on this expedition to fight the Thessalmira.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, so
Yeah.
I would assume that you guys need a cart because you guys don't own one. Renting a cart to go from one city to the other would cost you 1 silver piece.
I will pay for it.
Okay.
1 silver. Alright. Paid for.
So this brings up the interesting question of what route do you want to take to get to the Thessalmira?
I think staying far away from the lion drink would be a good idea. I think one thing I forgot to mention to everyone, which I meant to mention, was that thing, it's while it is a solitary predator, it's also, I believe you said it was territorial, so we stay away from its area.
Chosen.
Unless that circle is just only its area and it doesn't expand more, then I think we can just make a straight shot.
It doesn't.
That is the search location. It will be within that area.
Okay.
So
It won't expand.
I'm mostly asking what roads would you be like to take to get to your location?
I would like to take. We're starting up here, right?
Yes, where the horse icon, where Kelpie is.
And may I ask one more thing? These things. What are these?
So the circle that you see due west of Gethrol is where that the rumor of the buried treasure is, and the circle that is right next to Drumlin is where the roaming tomb is.
All right. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to take this line and maybe try to snag this on the way.
Well,
Well,
you're
we
if
already
that's a
sent them
possi-
to do
you're
that.
already sending
Oh.
people to go do
Oh.
that.
I'm dumb. Okay. Then I think I guess we could just take the straight shot down.
So you don't want to investigate the mobile tomb?
Oh. I thought we were sent. I'm dumb.
No, that we sent them to go investigate.
We sent them to do this,
Yes.
but not this.
No.
No.
Okay, we can do that. I want to do that. Yes. I want to raise that as a proposition to everyone else and ask them, it's like, how would you all like to, along our way, explore the wandering tomb that's said to be here?
I mean, as
It may be a
long-
once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
well, it
You
sounds
know,
like it's
that sounds wonderful.
It sounds interesting. What is it exactly?
I don't remember what they said about it.
They didn't really say
Except-
much. All
they said it was the fabled wandering tomb. Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
At the very least, could be a nice bonus for cash.
Could be. And it also could be very dangerous.
It's worth
So we-
investigating, but if it proves a little too, if it
A little
proves to
too
be,
much?
yes, if it proves to be a little more than we can handle, then we can just go on about our business.
Agreed.
Alright. I've also calculated how long this trip will take if you're planning on going from
Up.
Githral to Drumlin to the city down below, which is which they would tell you the name of the village down below leading to the Thessalmera is called Tor.
Tor?
War.
Tor. T-O-R.
Understood.
So from Drumlin to
Vietnam
Tor
flashback.
to the location of the Thessalmera, that will take you roughly 5 to 6 days to travel there, and then 5 to 6 days back to Githral, which you've already spent 2 days at port, meaning you're probably going to need to pay advance to the dockmaster to have the boat secure for an extra couple of days or so.
So we would have to pay him a bit more?
Yes. So
Okay.
they've already used the gemstones out of the safe to pay for ship repairs and staying on the dock for a week, which was 100 gold pieces.
Okay. I will pay. That's how much we gotta pay them? Okay, I will pay them 100 gold.
So you want the ship to stay for another week then?
That
Would
was
hurt-
including the time to stay and the repairs.
Yeah, well, no. 100
Oh
gold
wait, that was
pieces-
separate.
Yeah, the 100 gold pieces is to rent the dock for you to stay. The other amount of money you already paid for, which was, I believe, 150 or 550 gold pieces to repair the ship. So
Yeah, it was. Now I remember. I'm sorry.
So each day of rental is 10 gold pieces.
I would give it to them. I would give the 100 just for safety. And if we come back beforehand, consider it a tip. That's a dumb idea, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Alright, so with that being said, and you go over to the outskirts of Githral to basically where you can rent a carriage, you can hire someone to travel with you, or you can just rent a carriage. Renting a carriage by yourself, that'll be 1 silver piece. Renting someone to travel you from one place to the other, that will be 5 silver pieces. But since you do have Kelpie with you, it will cut travel time in half. Because, actually, no. Well, never mind. I may have said that he cannot sleep or eat. I'm gonna cut that because I think that's a bit dumb. And thinking about it now, I probably shouldn't have done that. So, yeah, you have Kelpie, so.
Alright.
So you pay the man the silver then?
Yes. I thought you already mentioned that and I already took it out of my thing.
Perfect. Alright. So with that being said, alright, you guys don't have control over Kelpie, do you?
Nope.
Let me go ahead and give you access to Kelpie for the meantime.
El Capitan.
Capybara.
No.
Happy bar.
No. Stop it. Get some help.
No.
Alright,
But-
you should have control over Kelpie now.
But capybara.
Alright.
Alright, so go ahead and move on the road. Move Kelpie 9 squares.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Cities count as one big square.
We should be able to get right there.
8, 9. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna need one of you guys to roll me a d20.
I got it. I roll a d20. Got it. Go. That's a 12.
12, you say. Where is my encounter table? There it is. Alright, as you travel along the road and you keep a lookout as you travel through Drumlin and back onto the road, you notice that it is quite a calm place. There is no encounter to be had here as you make your way forward down the road. Nighttime does come, and you all begin to set up camp for tonight. So this
All right.
brings up the question, what is everybody doing for the said camp?
I'm setting up the perimeter.
Okay.
How
How are you setting up the perimeter?
Basically, putting, I don't have words to describe it at the moment.
Well, you better think of some words soon.
Basically, putting a bunch of rocks into a circle around the camp.
Okay.
Like big rocks.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check to see if you can find the rocks that are necessary for this.
$11.
Let's see here. Alright, so okay. Based off of your roll, and yeah, I'll say that's a success. You managed to create a basic wall around the camp, so that way you set up a nice structure around the camp, so that way you have a little bit of cover when it comes to creatures either sneaking up on you or some added protection that is necessary for keeping it. Yeah. So you set up a circle around the camp of stones. All right. Zilyana, what are you planning on doing?
Okay. I don't know if this is the same thing she's doing. I heard what it was, but I don't know. My brain was, the first thing I wanted to do is find a really good spot to set up the camp.
You already found a spot to...
Oh, like it's a pristine spot, all good, everything good? Okay, never mind then.
That always comes free.
I will... I will help someone out if they ask for help. Other than that, I'm going to just keep a lookout.
Alright, so you're giving the help action.
Yes.
Perfect. Alright, Starzin, what are you doing?
I will be setting up shelters and tents.
Okay, because you guys have tents already, no roll is necessary. So, that just leaves Sips. What are you planning on doing?
What is this, for camp?
Yes.
I would like to help with the hunting.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Okay. Kiss my dice. Good luck. It's a 13.
13, alright. That does get you some animals. Let's go ahead and see what you get. Alright, because you're in the grasslands right now, you managed to hunt down some deer.
Oh, deer meat's so good. Just you want to cook it right?
Yeah, you managed to... Yeah, you find yourself a pack of deer. One, as soon as you kill one, the rest of them scatter, but you managed to grab one that would fill everybody up for tonight. All you have to do is cook it. But... Oh wait, Starzin, did you say you would do the campfire?
I didn't, but I can.
Yeah, I think you should do that.
Because of the firewood needed?
Yes.
Funny enough, I don't recall having it.
Yeah, the only three people that acquired magically treated wood is Akane, Zilyana, and Sips.
Yeah, so someone would have to, provide it, and then I can set it up.
I can give some.
Alright, mark it off your thing. Just mark off 1 unit of magically treated wood, then.
Yeah, I think I let everybody else cover that cost, and then I just... Because I bought other things.
I don't remember where it's at. I am a dumb...
I think I remember you getting 10?
I think so.
This is why you put things on your character sheet.
This is... I'm not going to say that. I need to not.
Okay. So, magic wood. I'm just going to put that. I know the difference. Quantity would have 10, but now use 1, have 9, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Remember, folks at home, if you have an intrusive thought that's probably going to make people worry about you, it's probably best you don't say it.
So, yes, you go ahead and bring out the magically treated wood. Because it's not raining and you basically understand the bare basics of making firewood, I won't say that you have to make a roll for it. Especially considering that some of you guys have, like, fire-based spells that can light it aflame.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have a campfire all set up. So Sips, can you roll me your cooking supply so you can cook this deer meat? And for the sake of it, I'll have Gaines help you on this. Give him something to do. So roll with advantage. Glide.
All with advantage.
Glide.
Chad.
Well, Clyde's dead.
Alright, get the cauldron boiling.
God
On it. I've watched Sonic enough to know how to use the resurrection spells.
damn it. Now the question is, does Clyde know that he's muted right now?
If that's the case, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny as hell.
Well, I'll go ahead and roll for Clyde right now.
Emotep. Emotep.
Gotta get his character sheet up. Come on. There we go. Okay, cooking utensils. I don't know why he keeps on putting it on Quarry, even though I told him it's a wisdom-based thing. Sure, public roll, why not? Well, that's roll number 1. Alright, 11. He cooks the food. I'm gonna say that's a success. But it's pretty bland, all things considering. It's just cooked meat, essentially.
I mean, hey, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
It is better than nothing. So, after you guys enjoy the deer meat, while Jade actually goes and eats the grass. Because bunnies don't really eat meat all that much.
Fair enough. Even I don't eat that much.
She's a vegetarian.
Vegetarian. So this brings up the question of who's taking what watch tonight.
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
I will take, I'd say, last.
Alright. So the only two positions that are open are second and third.
I'll take third.
Okay, it looks like I'm waking up Sips.
Gotcha. Okay, starting off with Akane. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Okay. 14.
Okay. Now roll me a perception check.
On it. Nine.
Nine.
Remind me again, did we make your character a vegetarian?
Technically a vegan, yes.
Ah, so you wouldn't be eating the deer meat then?
Yes.
Alright.
What are we talking about? It's impossible.
My God.
God damn. Well, with a perception,
I'm sorry, it was too
with
easy.
a perception check of 9, you really can't see much out in the darkness. Which I don't think you have dark vision.
Let me look.
Do you?
I do, actually.
You do. Okay. But regardless of the fact, you go ahead and you keep a watch out for tonight. You don't really see anything that is coming towards you. It seems like a very peaceful night as you begin to wake up Clyde.
Sips, dear, wake up.
Actually, I think the only one in this in the party composition that actually didn't have dark vision was me, but I could bypass it because Artificer.
All right, so you go ahead and you shake Clyde. You go ahead and shake Sips awake. She begins her watch. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a perception check for her. Why do you have it this way? Actually, Sips doesn't have dark vision either.
Yeah, actually, funny enough, he doesn't either.
But he can use his Moonblade to help with it, so...
Yeah. I was also curious about it, so I looked up the race.
So, she got a 23 on her perception check. Same thing as Akane. It's very quiet out as she goes over and wakes up Starzin.
Right, alrighty then. Prediction time. Here we go. That is a 7, my friend.
Yeah. I mean, you're basically... Yeah, you're not really seeing anything that would stand out as threatening as the night goes on.
Oh, I'm about to get stabbed.
Yeah, as a Dopsy comes out of the ground and drags you underneath.
Alright, well, I guess I'm making a new character.
Crap.
I guess I'll just have to make another Artificer.
Fucking God. So yeah, your night ends. Your shift ends without a hitch as you go over to wake up Zilyana.
Smack.
Ow.
Smack. It's your.
I'm awake.
I hate what I heard. Because I just processed it.
Alright, Zilyana, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
7.
That's a 7.
Yeah. Same thing.
Oh.
But as you're keeping a lookout, one thing you do notice as you feel water fall on your face as it does begin to rain.
Rain.
Oh,
Alright.
that's Clyde.
Yeah, heckin'
I would like to take cover a bit, but still remain kind of watchful the best I can.
Oh no, this is the end of your. This happens at the end of your shift.
Oh, I meant with the rain. Oh, you mean like as everyone's gonna probably wake up, it's probably gonna start raining?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. Understood.
So yeah.
I proceed to make the umbrella, the water umbrella for Zilyana.
Yeah.
Yay.
As you all
Keep the
begin
captain dry.
As you all begin to wake up from your sleep, and you feel the raindrops begin to fall from above. Yeah. On top of that, on top of that, you feel a light wind begin to blow eastward as a fog begins to develop around you. It would appear that it's a bit foggy today.
I proceed to make Zilyana a umbrella made out of water.
I wonder how many times you could say that before we understand that you're making an umbrella out of water.
Give it 5 more times.
Nah,
Give it
I need 6 more times just to make sure.
Wait, just to be sure.
We will.
We will.
Alright,
This fog is definitely ominous.
Yep.
I
Definitely.
think it's pretty.
You hear the sound of a siren in the distance
Oh god.
as the
Very.
sky...
Siren head?
It's just Zilyana off to the side going wee woo, wee woo.
Why is there a person with a pyramid for a head in the distance?
Oh.
Yay! And this is how we die.
Sounds like a challenge.
It sounds like a challenge. Alright. So yeah, as you all begin to pack up your stuff and you head back into the cart, go ahead and move into the circle that's on the map, indicating of the traveling tomb.
Alright.
I think I've given this thing 3 different names.
I don't know.
I think I said the moving tomb, then the roaming tomb, and now I'm saying the traveling tomb.
It's okay. The next one is going to be the Tomb of Adventures.
Yeah. So, while you're in the circle, go ahead and everybody roll me a perception check. But due to the fact that it's foggy, actually, this is actually perfect.
Disadvantage, I'm hearing.
Rehearse action.
So yeah, unless, I will say, before you roll, Metra. Okay, who wants? Okay, so you have them. You have technically 3 NPCs with you. Who do you want to give it the help action to? So not Sips.
What? Oh.
Nah, you absolutely not me.
All right, so. All right, I guess that frees that up then. So
I think I'll help Jade.
No. The NPCs are giving you the help action.
Oh.
But,
okay.
And since Sips already rolled, everybody gets to roll a regular perception check.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so ours is just straight rolls.
Yeah.
Perception.
Yep. Wow, damn.
24.
I was actually trying to cancel my roll and wait for you to tell me to roll because I had it already, but whatever. It's fine.
Well,
I mean,
rolled
you got double
anyways.
13. It didn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
first of all, I was asking a question like, who wants the help action? Then you roll before you answer.
Yeah, remember I have mine to where it's like I manually roll? Well, I was in the manually roll thing, and I was like trying to cancel the click, and yes, it did the roll anyways. I don't know.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate.
Man, look at that net 20 on the other side.
I mean, you got a 20. That's good. And Akane got a 24. That's also pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, can we go on record and say if I had advantages, I would have been 3 nat 20s this game?
As you begin,
Maybe Luck just really likes you.
so yeah, as you begin to travel into the location of where this rumor started, both Starzin and Akane, you actually spot this out of the corner of your eye. Yeah, you spot this out of the corner of your eye. You see a tree out of the fog, and on that tree, you see a face. of, it looks to be made out of, like, what's that metal that turns green after a while because of oxidation?
Copper?
Copper.
No.
Copper?
Or is it copper or brass?
I think it was
It's
copper.
copper.
Yeah, it's copper. I know because I play Minecraft.
Oh my god.
Nerd!
So, yes, your point. So you begin to travel, and you find a giant, like, door-esque face that looks to be made out of copper, because you can see bits of the shiny metal, but it's been covered up by the green because of oxidation, just saddled up onto the side of this tree.
Wow.
It definitely looks out of place due to the fact, well, obviously it's out of place.
Yeah.
Yep, this must be the moving tomb.
I thought it was the traveling tomb. I heard that it was the. I heard it was the roaming tomb.
I heard it was
I
the
heard
zoomy
that it
tomb.
was Walking crypt.
Now that's just ridiculous. Sorry, what was that, Sips?
I heard it was the walking crypt.
The walking crypt. I love it. It just sprouts 2 legs and just walks away.
It's the walking crypt of the dead that also seems to walk.
I definitely need to get a painting of this for my dear companion.
Why would you want a picture of this? Says Metro as he because it's a
Would your
face.
companion want this?
It's a copper face. It looks like it has a beard down below that curls out. It's in a wide open maw, as it looks like its eyes are splitting off in 2 different directions, and it has horns on the top of it.
Wow. That is a lot of detail.
No.
It's also strange for it just to be out in the middle of nowhere.
Good point.
Because if this is supposed to be roaming, then how is it even roaming?
Metro actually answered this by saying it's because it's magical. Apparently, the person who made this thing wanted to travel from island to island as a challenge, per se, because this ancient wizard said that whoever completes the tomb gets all of his riches that are deep within inside that's deep within inside his tomb. I've only heard stories about it. People have tried, many have failed, because, well, when it comes to wizards, they can be very crafty.
Well, this is definitely among the craftiest things I've seen.
I have to agree.
Yes.
So,
I have to admire the handiwork, though.
So, what's the plan, Captain?
Just to make sure, out of character wise, like we just stumbled upon it now, correct? And we're looking at it.
Yes, you are right in front of it.
I'd say take a look around outside, and then whatever if we find anything that may be concerning, we point it out, and then after that, we, I guess, head in.
Okay.
Alright.
Go ahead. For those who want to look out, go ahead and roll a perception check.
12.
Disadvantage,
Oh.
because it's foggy.
Again, Bob.
I'll roll a perception to try to help out. Wimdy. That's an 18 at disadvantage.
That is a 16.
That is a 12.
Oh,
Because we're going with the first roll you made.
okay.
Alright, so...
I mean, I'd probably rather be investigating the door more than anything.
Alright, go ahead and investigate. Actually, roll investigation or arcana?
Oh, they're both the same, so... Eeny,
Yes,
meeny,
but they will
miny.
provide different answers.
I know, I'm just deciding. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I choose you, now let's go. That is a Arcana roll of 13.
With an arcana roll of 13, it's so weird, because part of you is being tricked by this due to the fact that... Because it's not just leaning on this tree. It looks like it came out of the tree. Like, you can see some of the barks of wood, like, splintering off and basically leaning on it like it popped out of the said tree. And when you look around the mouth and the inside of the mouth, at least, well, you notice that it's pitch dark. But... And I would assume that you would, like, throw something in it to test it out.
Mm-hmm.
As you throw, like, a pebble, you're expecting, like, it to hit something, but it just bounces off like there's a solid 4, and it goes for a good 10 or so feet into this mouth portal.
Huh. Alright. Crazy magic.
Crazy magic.
It's almost like the magic is wild.
Oh my god. I hate it.
I'm just kidding, I don't say that. Well, actually, I wasn't saying that, I was just... Ah!
Alright, what else do you do?
Can I roll investigation?
Sure thing.
So I'm good to roll? There's nothing else you want to say?
I don't know. Did I say sure thing?
You said it like you weren't sure.
Fucking roll the dice, for fuck's sakes.
Okay, 25 investigation.
Jesus.
I didn't do it this time.
Alright. With a 25 on investigation... it's hard to glean anything off of this. Like, what exactly are you looking for in general?
I guess any indication to, like, design specifications? Like, is there any specific design that's racial? Is there...
Roll me Arcana again, but with advantage.
21. Good thing you gave me the advantage.
Alright, let me look up something real fast.
I need to be right back real fast for a restroom.
You know what? This calls for me getting a book, so I will be right back. Alright, let's see here.
We're opening the library.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, R?
Alright, got the information that I needed. So, based off of your investigation check and your remembering of the tomes that you've read over when you were with your master about some of the bestial stuff, you know that this face is to resemble a devil of some kind.
Oh. Okay.
Let's see here. Yep, it's supposed to resemble of a devil's face. Mostly a mixture between like a horned devil and a bearded devil at the exact same time. Based off the beard and the horns that are sprouting from its head.
Okay, good to know. So, something that is definitely made to resemble devils. Does the earlier investigation give me any sign to it being something that was of infernal make or enchantment?
It's kind of hard because it doesn't give any aura that would indicate of it being infernal in nature. And besides that, you really don't deal with anything of the demonic or the infernal all that often, if not at all. So it would be very hard to tell. All you know is that, based off of the arcana that you rolled and the investigation that you gathered, this is essentially a door that you need to step in through to get to the tomb that the rumors have spoken.
I will call Zilyana over when they get back from the bathroom. Because maybe they'll have something. Since there is at least some hint of infernal in the design, at least. Maybe there's something I don't know. I doubt there is, but I mean, it doesn't help to bounce it off of someone that might potentially know. You know what I mean?
Alright, so you call Zilyana over?
Yep.
Zilyana, Starzin calls you over.
They're still in the bathroom, so.
Oh, I must have not heard that when I was getting the book.
Yeah, that actually was said right about the time you got up.
Well then.
The second you got up, he walked away to go to the bathroom, so. You're free to ask everybody else what they're doing, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Sips, what are you doing?
I am following the lead of my party. I'm probably observing our surroundings and might even step closer to the door, having my sword ready to draw
at a moment's notice.
All right, go ahead and roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Sure. I'll just get to the sheet. I think this is perception. With disadvantage?
Yes, because of the fog.
Oh shit. Well, that's probably a failure anyways. I don't even have to roll disadvantage.
Roll again.
Might be lower.
It might be lower.
He's fishing for the nat 1 is what he's doing, guys.
No, it's because I said disadvantage, you only rolled one die.
Translation, totally fishing for the nat 1. That is not the nat 1, but...
Not a nat 1. We're going with the 9. You're looking
He's
around...
fishing for nat 1.
Here's the thing. You're finding yourself at a bit of a disadvantage if you were to be snuck up on, due to the fact that the fog is just dense enough to where spotting someone, pretty difficult to do. Then again, you're also thinking, well, if I'm having a hard time looking for people to sneak up on me, they're probably having just as much of a hard time trying to find us.
Great.
At most,
I still must my wits about.
yeah. This actually brings up the other question: Do you have your Moontouch sword out?
I have it, but I don't have it out.
Good lad, very good lad.
Well, I have my the one that I had crafted. I forget which one. The Ankeg sword.
The Ankeg. So you have 3 long swords. You have the Ankeg that does the acid damage. You have the Moontouch sword, which glows, and you have the modified, the tinkered modified longsword from Starzin.
Yeah. Ankeg sword is, I believe, what I'm having out right now. Yeah.
So you're not having the modified one in your second hand?
No. I'm gonna two-hand the Ankeg if I get to fight here.
Alright. Just make sure you take off the +1 bonus from that would be given from your other sword.
Yeah. Do I have a +1 bonus? I equipped it to that sword specifically.
Yeah, it only works if you have...
Oh, the parrying sword.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. I'll have that in my second hand.
That I was trying to fish for.
Okay.
So yeah, you're keeping around, being cautious and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Akane, with your perception of 12, you're basically having the exact same problems with Sips. It is hard to see through this fog that would help indicate if there's a creature nearby ready to strike or not. So seeing through this fog, not having a good time with that.
Dang.
Is Boyd back?
Well,
Well, considering he's not saying anything, I'm gonna assume not.
on, you dumb bitch. Are you back? Nope, he's not back.
Well, I don't know where to go from here, so
Down.
so what do you guys do?
I suppose I could armor up.
Sorry, what did you say?
Armor up.
So you go ahead and you would bend some wood onto you so that way you're armored up. Alright.
Yes.
Okay.
Really? This is a puzzle.
Oh boy.
Well, well, we can't be waiting here forever. What do you guys do?
Waiting forever.
I'm gonna try to go over to the copper oxidized mask.
Door. It's a giant carved portal door.
Is there any sort of like buttons or?
No, it's a wide open mouth. Big enough for even large creatures to go inside.
So you just go into the hand. Just go into the mouth.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to use the spell Detect Good and Evil. This spell is a concentration up to 10 minutes. For the duration, you know if an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or consecrated.
There you go.
Or Desecrated. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but if it's blocked by 1 foot of stone and 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
I walk through the park with my dog. It's just a first grader reading up in the front of the class.
I don't like reading in public.
You picked the wrong game. But it's fine. So yes, detect good and evil. With this, you actually do detect one thing.
What do I detect?
Whoever made this door made this with basically you sense undead magic coming from this door.
I sensed undead coming from the door.
Wait, does it specifically say she can detect undead?
Yes.
It's one of the things on the list.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Within 30 feet as well, there's a creature. Similarly, you know if there's a place or an object within 30 feet that has been magically consecrated. Yeah, basically this portal has been consecrated by something undead that created this door.
Something undead made this door.
Liz, thank you for getting us out of this hell known as limbo, so we can continue forward. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well then.
Are we sure we still want to pursue this?
I'm going to turn to Metra and ask, Does this line up with anything undead that you've ever heard in the past?
Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and roll an Arcana for. Actually, I'll roll a history for Metra. With a 25, she's like going over. She's like thinking about it. It's like, I think I remember the person who first made made the traveling tomb. I believe they were a lich. And after many years of living, they essentially decided to put all their treasures and belongings inside of a tomb. Basically, it's based on my understanding, this is like a high security vault for the Lich's tomb. And after a while, like 100 years down the line, these portals begin to pop up, and essentially, the first people who went in were told, like, my treasure is basically, he was like, my treasure is yours for the taking, but you have to traverse my tomb to get it.
Did anyone ever come out alive?
They all pretty much come out alive.
GM, is this standard practice for liches in this world, or is this kind of like an outlier, or would this be considered an outlier as far as liches go?
I don't think you would know that information. I'm gonna be honest. You can roll me a history, but be with disadvantage, because I don't see a reasonable reason why you would know this information.
I mean, I don't see it either, and that's probably what I should have asked. Would I know this information? But I wasn't thinking.
Go ahead and roll me a history with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's... Yeah, 10. No.
This is your first time hearing anything about a lich.
Yeah, okay. So, forget I said anything. So, a lich... Lich.
They're basically wizards that became immortal by creating something known as a phylactery, and if you feed enough souls into it, you are basically immortal. Most liches tend to be corrupt, but some of them actually use the souls of basically villains or bad guys, bandits, pirates, something along those lines. Not all liches, based off of the history books that I've read, are evil. It's just the person who uses the power, depending. And based off of my knowledge, the lich that made this portal was an adventurer after the First Great War happened, and began to build up his wealth while the first war between the two nations fought.
Huh. I don't know, just... That's interesting information, I guess. Not sure why most people would want to do that, but... Well, if I was trying to study the psychology of other people, then I probably wouldn't be doing what I am now. So
maybe you just got bored and because here's the thing, after a while, when a lich doesn't collect enough souls, they begin to degress, and I think he ended up dying, if I'm not correct.
Huh. So even though liches do this thing to become essentially immortal, they can still die?
Yes. There are a couple of ways to kill a lich. Well, actually, there's only one way. Well, I guess two ways to kill a lich. You essentially starve them by not giving them souls to feed their phylactery, or you destroy their phylactery.
Huh. Alright then. I guess for that, I guess in that way, immortality really isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, and well, I guess it depends on the person. We elves tend to live for a very long time. We don't really see, most people see us as immortal, but, well, humans, on the other hand, can only live so long that they crave to be just as immortal as elves or any of the other races that live for a very long time.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's a good enough reason as any, but well, I mean, as long as
Frankly,
you do it
longevity
smartly,
does not.
anyway.
Sadly, longevity does not equal, learning.
Only if you take the time to actually learn something. Which, I mean, if anything Metra said is true, if everything Metra said is anything to go by, then it seems like most of the ones that just take souls don't really learn much.
Yes.
Too much time taking souls. Not enough time learning.
Okay.
Well,
so
since it seems like there's minimal risk, are we wanting to try to go in and see if we can accomplish this trial?
I'm unsure.
Sips, your thoughts?
Bound to go in.
Metra, Jade?
I think we should stay out here if you're planning on going in there, just in case if somebody comes up and tries to take the carriage while you lot are in there.
That would be a good plan.
And for the sake of it, I'm gonna say Gaines is also gonna stick out as well.
All right, I guess the rest of us will go in and investigate real quick. We'll go in and investigate. We'll try not to take too long.
All right. As you lot begin to walk into the mouth of this portal one by one. Hurrah.
Hurrah.
Hurrah! The session's over. All right, cool.
The session is not over yet.
I know. I'm just being an asswipe.
Yes,
I
as
can get away with
you lot begin to enter through the portal one by one, you find yourselves walking through something akin to an endless abyss. All around you, it's dark, and the further you walk in, you see the light of the world that you knew get smaller and smaller until eventually it becomes unseeable. But as soon as that happens, another opening opens up as you are developed in fog, and as you push through the fog, you find yourself in something akin to a clearing with a tunnel that looks like to be carved into the mountainside. As I get to show you to the map, And right here is where I would put in the intro for this. So as you guys begin to walk in and you find yourselves right outside the mouth, you stumble upon a piece of paper that is lying right outside the mouth of this cave.
Oh, joy.
I will pick up the paper.
Alrighty then. Alright, so you pick up the paper. It looks like to be drawn in elegant piece of parchment. The cursive on this is basically equivalent to like the ye olde kind of cursive that you would find in like old parchment paper back in late Revolution times. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The very fanciful cursive as it's written across this piece of paper. As you look over and you see that it's a piece of paper that is congratulating you. The piece of paper reads, Aurak congratulates you on your power of observation. So make of this with whatever you wish, for you will be mine in the end, no matter what. Go back to the Tormentor, or through the arch, and the second great hall shall you'll discover. Shun green if you can, but night's good colors is those of great valor. If shades of red stands for blood, the wise will not need sacrifice aught but a loop of magical metal. You will along your march. 2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortuitous fall, so check the wall. These keys and those are most important of all, and beware of trembling hands, and that what will maul. If you find the false, you find the true, and into the columned hall you will come, and there the throne, that's keys and keyed. The iron men of visage grim do more than meets the viewer's eyes. You've left and found your tomb, and now your souls will die.
Oh dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tomb of Horrors.
Fuck you.
Really? I thought it was the tomb of incomprehensible English, because that was old English and I could not understand a single goddamn thing. And that's probably the greatest horror of it all.
I didn't write it, so don't blame me.
I'll blame
The
you.
only thing I will blame you for is how you fucking what is it? Nah, forget it.
So,
Just
for those who don't know, the Tomb of Horrors is a old D&D module that was revamped in a book called The Tales of the Yawning Portal. It is quite known for being one of the hardest dungeons. And I decided to add it into my game.
You hear that, boys? New characters.
Oh
Yep.
dear.
Right here, a new character. Coming right up.
Oh, come on. It's not going to be that bad.
It's gonna be that bad.
It's
So
gonna be that
I'm gonna
bad.
purposely walk in the green.
I don't even see green.
I see red.
No, I remember one part where one of the traps is like, if you walk into the green, you die. Shit.
No.
No, it was in the riddle.
Bad Clyde.
It's in the riddle.
That was a riddle? I couldn't.
Oh my fucking god.
You're not allowed to use your out-of-game knowledge for this shit.
I'm not. You just told me the riddle. The riddle
No,
literally
I
said,
told
hey.
I told the riddle to Starzin.
Oh, okay.
Stepping too far ahead for this one.
I'm not stepping anywhere.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't even understand. I understood it was a riddle, but it read out like a Shakespeare play, and I cannot understand it for the life of me.
That's riddles, my dude.
I've seen plenty of riddles that were more comprehensible than this.
Those are child riddles. Smuggle.
Alright. So, yes, let me see if I can give you the riddle real fast, because that is kind of a key important thing to have for this dungeon.
Yeah, and you just trying to recite it would just kill your vocal cords.
Something along those lines. Well, it wouldn't kill my vocal cords, I would just be talking normal.
It would be more in the sense of how much you would have to repeat it. Because I would need it repeated a lot. I'm just... It's like I said, it's not so much that... It was a combination of the fact of how it's written and just you trying to accurately say it that was just... It was completely disconnecting in my brain. Which I think the biggest
Creepah,
fault...
Creepah, you're rambling.
I know.
Anyways, the mystery note is out for you. It's right under... it should be out for you right now.
Mysterious notes.
Correct.
Okay, I congratulate you on your powers of observation, so make this whatever you wish, for your treasures will be mine in the end, no matter what.
So, with that being said, what do you guys like to do?
Let me first of all, I'm going to read the whole mysterious note out loud so that everybody understands what we're dealing with.
Alright.
And then I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm still trying to process the note. Back to the Tormentor or through the Arch and the second Great Hall you'll discover... Shun green if you can, but night's good color is for those of great valor. His shades stand for blood. The wise will not need sacrifice on but of magical metal. You'll well along your march. 2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortuitous fall, so check the wall. These keys, and those are most important of all, and beware of trembling hands and what will maul. If you find the false, you find the true, and into the columned hall you'll come, and there the throne that's key and keyed. The iron men of visage grim do more than meets the viewer's eye. You've left and found my tomb, and now your souls will die.
Great poem, 10 out of 10.
Explain to me how people have escaped this alive. I'm just kidding. Don't, because we'll be here all day.
Well, yeah, I guess you're gonna have to find out. So the question is, what do you guys do?
Okay. Are the whites on the sides like wall?
Yeah, it's essentially a fog cloud. And I'll go ahead and tell you this right now. When you try and push through, it feels like a solid surface.
Okay, that's kind of what I was. I thought so, but I wasn't sure, so I just asked because I just didn't know. Okay, so I guess we'll just go forward.
Yes.
I'll just march down in there, see what happens.
Yep.
Oh god, I'm probably gonna be the first one to hit a trap, aren't I?
Possibly.
I mean, knowing my luck, it's probably gonna happen. By the way, do we have double movement or?
For the sake of it, yeah, I'm gonna say yes. You do have double movement.
Okay. So I can get right about there. 50 feet straight ahead, straight down.
Yes. Let me go ahead and read some of this shit. So yes, bright balanced colors are to be seen everywhere. The stones and pigment, undimmed by the passage, decays. The floors of the corridor is a colored mausoleum of stone with a distant winding path of red tiles, about 2 feet wide, snaking its way south down the corridor. No stonework can be seen on the walls or ceiling. Ceilings 20 feet above. From some point of for some sort of cement or plaster has been smoothed over all these surfaces and then illustrated. The scene shows fields with grazing a copse with several wolves in the background, working of various races and strange humanoid animal mixtures. Pig humans, ape humans, and dog humans. Essentially, Egypt.
Okay, Egyptian.
Going around doing various tasks. Certain of the frescoes shows rooms of some buildings, a library filled with many books and scrolls, the door of a torture chamber, and a wizard's workroom. There are chairs, windows, boxes, pails, books, all managed to show. So basically, these are illustrations on a wall.
Hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
They're hieroglyphs.
Hieroglyph.
God, I just had a really bad intrusive thought.
So yeah.
Oh boy.
So yes, you make your way down as you follow along, and the green. By the way, the tiles that you're on, besides the red snaking pathway, is something of a pale green kind of color. It might be a little bit hard to see, but that is supposed to be green on some of the tiles, indicating like grass or something like that.
Yeah, I can see it barely.
Yeah. So yeah,
And this is where the trap comes.
Well, maybe. But as you move forward down this pathway, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... Actually... Oh, damn. Yeah, I guess these are 10 feet. Shit. All right. Well, is that all you do?
Yes.
Okay. Sips, what would you like to do? You see Starzin walking into this tomb.
All right. So the riddle was read out loud, right?
Correct.
Yes, I read it out loud.
Correct.
Cool. I remember something about the red. I'm going to be following the red path as I observe these walls.
Yeah. As you begin walking down these walls, and the same thing does apply, it's like you see a plaster on the side of the wall on the right side? Left side? I guess when you're walking down it would be right side. Of various animal humanoids along with a wizard's room, wizardly workroom, wizard's workroom. Why am I having a hard time finding it right now? Oh, here it is. A door of a torture chamber. Something else of note, it also says, like, on the picture it shows, like, the hallway and stuff like that, but it says here that there should be a chest that has, like, two of the humanoid animals hand to hand, with a chest protruding out of the wall. Right next to the door that holds the like a bar door that has like gripping hands coming out from the top of the bar door, indicating that might be the torture chamber door.
Well, I'm going to walk 30 feet following the red path, watching the hieroglyphs. I gotta take care of Beetle right now.
Oh, never mind. It does say it. So yeah, the most outstanding feature of this location is the two jackal-headed human figures are painted on so that to appear to be holding a real brass chest that protrudes out from the wall. It's actually where you're at right now, I believe. Yep, it's actually where you're at right now, Sips.
What now?
You see a painting of two jackal-headed creatures holding a brass chest that's protruding out of the wall.
Right where I'm at.
Yep.
A painting?
Yes.
Can I roll investigation on the painting?
You sure can.
Never mind. I don't see anything. That's a 6.
Yeah, you're just looking at the painting. It looks like an ordinary painting of two...
It just looks normal to me. I'm gonna keep on walking.
I mean... So you're gonna ignore the chest protruding out of the wall?
Wait, there's an actual chest protruding out of the wall.
Clyde. Come on, man.
I heard there is a painting of a chest.
I said a jackal-headed two jackal creatures holding a chest that's protruding out of the wall. I said that 3 times.
Okay. I must have this turned down. Okay.
There we go.
And that investigation was for the chest, right?
I
No.
mean, if you want it to be.
No, I'm sorry. I'll roll investigation on the chest. I'm so sorry. 8. Probably still don't know anything.
I mean, it looks real. Definitely made out of metal of the brass variety. It looks like it can be opened. It looks like it can be opened.
Is there another chest on the other side of me? On the other side of the thing?
Hang on. Okay.
Is there a chest on the green?
Well, yes. So, hang on. So, as you examine closely, you actually notice that there are hinges at the bottom of it, so it allows the lid to swing down if a catch on the top is pressed.
And I am going to turn to Starzin and ask him to repeat the thing. You might want to send me the riddle too.
It's accessible for everybody.
Okay, where is it?
In journal right above tavern menu, modest.
Should be called Mysterious Note. Oh, sorry. It should be called Mysterious Note.
Yeah.
Sorry, it is starting to get late.
Kane, what would you be doing while they're examining this chest?
I would be... just getting down the hallway right about now.
Alright. Yeah, so Akane, so Zilyana will follow you as you make your way down the hallway. Yeah, same thing as before. You see basically a mural of everything that I've already explained.
I think it's best to leave that alone.
Actually, I was going to mess with the chest.
You gotta mess with the chest. Okay.
I'm gonna mess with the chest.
So, like I'll state before, you do notice that there's a hatch at the very bottom of it, and the only way to open the hatch is by pressing a button at the very top of the chest.
Okay. I am going to press my hand onto the top of the chest. The thing.
Okay.
Chop off my hand. Let's see it. Let's go.
You press down as a needle sticks into shoots out of the wall, sticks into your hand. Actually, hang on a sec.
I'm on the red side.
So yes, you go ahead and you press the button as a needle comes straight into your hand and deals 1 point of piercing plus... Actually, it's a good thing that you picked poison damage as your resistance for today. So 1 point...
Oh, my resistance period for right now.
Yeah, so 1 point of piercing damage plus 2 points of poison damage.
You're all gonna hear Sip say ouch as she quickly refills from that.
You then need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Back.
You get advantage because it's a poison.
Hey, I succeed. Right? That's a 22?
22. That is a success as you, because of your body being a poison type right now, your body basically takes in the poison and basically neutralizes the condition that it probably would have given you.
Great. Great. So now we got plenty of traps. Sorry. Great. Now we got plenty of traps to deal with.
So yes, you open up the hatch, and when you look into it, it appears to be empty. But due to the fact that two of you guys have passive perceptions, you actually notice something peeking out from within the chest. You find a rod that protrudes vertically from the bottom. It would appear to be a lever.
A lever, you say?
A lever in my chest.
What kind
Does
of
anyone
temple?
else want to pull this lever? As Sip says, as she's kind of like, she's checking out her hand, the wound, etc., etc. Doesn't look too bad, but it did hurt.
I will go up to the lever and investigate it. If I can, for a trap.
Yeah, go ahead and if you can move down here, that would actually be fantastic because I got the location wrong. It was not where Sips was at, it was actually down here.
So, right where I'm at, or one more?
One more down.
Here, I'll move down there for you anyways, because I had the movement for it.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perception. That is an 18, my friend.
Alright. Despite it being a good roll, it's really hard to tell what this lever would do. You're looking around everywhere and you're not really seeing anything that would indicate, Actually, you know what? Actually, who has above a 15 on their passive perception?
Ooh, me! I have a 17.
I have a 16.
Ah, then perfect. So, because of that, you are able to see a couple of things. One, right where Starzin is on, you actually see you see that the platform is a bit uneven, and it would be very hard to notice if you weren't paying attention, but it looks to be a lid of some kind that's supposed to fall in if, Wait, hang on.
Starzin, don't touch that.
So yes, look, appears to be like a trap door of some kind based off how it looks, and if you had to take a guess, if you were, and after Akane explained that, with your passive perception, you get the feeling that if you pull that lever, you probably would have fell down into the trapdoor.
Hey, so we're just, we're not gonna pull that.
We are
Yes.
not going to pull that.
But doesn't it say 2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortuitous fall?
So check the wall.
But a fortuitous fall, is that good or bad?
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably not a good thing.
I actually think it's a good thing.
So, you want to
Definition.
pull the lever?
No.
I'm letting Starzin lead because our captain, my captain.
Let's see.
You can have an opinion, Clyde.
I gave my opinion.
Happening by accident or chance rather than design.
I'd rather
Similar-
you not.
Happening by a lucky chance. Fortunate. So,
I vote we have Akane pull the lever.
I vote we don't pull the lever.
2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortuitous fall, so check the wall. I believe that it is trying to say that it is a fall that was intentionally designed. Or, no, happening by accident or chance rather than design. So, what? Unpredictable, unforeseen, this makes my brain hurt right now. Why is my brain not working right?
Would you like to make a intelligence check real fast?
Yeah. Okay, intelligence. God, I am just 13.
You were right on the money when you with the first sentence you said.
That it was probably not a good thing.
That, and also probably was designed for this lever was designed on purpose for people to fall. And
Okay.
probably would be whether or not it's a good thing or a bad thing, it's up to you on that matter.
It was put there on purpose. However, I think fortuitous meant on our end being a unforeseen fall. So that means it's... But it also means a lucky unforeseen. So maybe it's a good thing. But then again, the whole thing could be like, hey, luckily you only died to this pit because there's worse horrors deeper in.
Ah, yes, because when I think of a pleasant way to die, I think of a fall.
I mean, it's painless. You just go splat and you're dead.
That's assuming you die from the fall.
There are so many
But
ways
not
for
here
it to go wrong.
I think we should have Akane pull the lever.
No, thank you.
I think I'm going to move 20 feet down. That way I'm not on top of this trapdoor looking bullshit.
I think I'm going to tie some rope to myself, hand it over to the rest of the party, and pull the lever. Eh?
If you do that, I'm letting you fall.
I'm trying to be intelligent about this.
I don't believe that is smart, Sips.
Yes, it is. It's literally pull me back off of the pit when I pull the lever. That way we can see what's there. If it is just I just want to see what happened.
Wouldn't it be
Yes,
better
but
just to
some
tie
things
the
are
rope to the lever, then step back and pull it?
No,
That way
because
we're not
there's
on it?
spikes. What if there's spikes at the bottom of the pit? You have to pull me out of the pit instantly, like out of it.
I feel like you're not listening.
Or I could just use bending to pull the lever.
Yeah, you're right. Wait a second. I'm going to tie a rope to the lever, GM. And I'm going to step off of the pit, and I'm going to pull on the rope.
Now he listens.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand.
fucking 12.
From the angle that you're at, you cannot slip the rope on without having to put your feet onto the trap door.
Yeah. I 100% like step on the trapdoor, put the rope on the thing, and then step off.
All right, roll me a dexterity check.
Oh, baby. Yo, 23.
Okay, so here's what happened. You go ahead and you quickly put the rope, that with the noose, put it around the lever. And the moment that happens, the lever was easily pulled. It felt like a hair trigger, essentially. Like any amount of force that you would have put on this would have activated the lever. So as soon as you notice that, you quickly jump off of the trap, and the trap door flies open. And down below, you see that it's a 30-foot drop into spikes. Yeah, a 30-foot drop that drops into spikes.
Yo, I got it right the second time.
Yeah.
It was the other way around. It was from the perspective of the builder of the dungeon being like, oh, you must be fortuitous to fall into here because there's worse deeper within. Okay.
And as
by the way, I say that out loud.
Alright. Well, as you open the trap door and you look down into the 30-foot fall that leads into a spiky death, and realizing that this dungeon might be a bit more dangerous than you would have anticipated, this will end tonight's session.
All right.
All of our viewers that has done this dungeon before were like, no, Sips, no!
Oh, so here's the thing, I'm understanding if I'm reading this wrong, because based off of everybody else who's run this dungeon, it's a bit hard to run, because they're using big words to describe.
Big words go burr.
I'm gonna try my best with what I got and try to have fun along the way. So if it's not 100% accurate, well, they should have wrote it better, or rewrote it better to be that fact. So let's go ahead and get voting out of the way. Starting off with Akane. Who do you vote for?
I vote for Sips.
For?
Well, they actually pulled the lever.
You gotta give me a little bit more than that.
RP?
I think that's the best you're gonna get, dude.
Yeah. Anyways, so I guess.
Yo, I get a free vote for doing nothing? Gotcha.
Yeah, Liz, you're gonna need to work on your memory a little bit.
It's okay.
Moving on down the line to Starzin, who do you vote for? And I will say, Zilyana is still on the bracket because he was here today.
I was actually going to give mine to Zil because not only did they actually do a lot more did Zilyana have a lot more interactions today, they also did they also actually were the ones that found the walking tomb. By that I mean they found the rumor and such.
You mean the walking crypt? By the way, it's walking now again.
The traveling tomb.
It could be, listen. It could be a crawling hole, and it's a. I cannot talk. I give up.
Well, I'm definitely gonna have to lower the volume on that one.
Sorry,
I believe it would be a I had it.
I'm having such a hard time just trying to formulate a cohesive sentence, and I don't know why. So points for Zill because they were here, did a lot of interaction, and they found the traveling crypt.
All right. Moving on down the line to Sips.
Zilyana, because they were here and active, and I love hearing from the captain. Also, they were sick, so points on playing while sick.
All right. So, with that being said, unless Zilyana's here,
They're in
all right,
chat.
that quiet means no. So yeah, I guess with that being said, thank you guys. Oh, actually, so hold on. Now I'm fucking up.
I'm fucking up.
I'm fucking up all night. All right.
I'm fucking her up all night.
All right. So let's go ahead and get the lucky draw out of the way. And today's winner is Akane.
I would like to say that I should probably get to keep mine because I rolled 2 nat 20s.
Well, that sucks. But that no. That sucks.
You're a bitch.
Hey man, you rolled. There were some bits where you rolled bad. You could have used it then.
Yeah, but let's be honest, it really wouldn't have benefited. It would have just been a waste.
Fair enough. So yeah,
Every time I get inspiration, it's a complete waste.
because you don't use it, or if it's like whether or not it's a waste or not, you might as well use it if you don't think you're gonna get anything else.
Better use it or snooze it.
Exactly.
How about you suck
rolls.
How about you suck the back of my left nut?
Well,
$20.
Well, anyways, with that, we move on. Thank you guys for watching the latest episode of Primordials Bounty. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe, follow, leave a like or a comment, and we will talk to you guys next time. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Wait, we talked to them?
Tune in next time to see us survive the Tomb of Horrors, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Tune in next time to see us die and make new characters. Good luck, everyone.